What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is my niece, Marissa.
Soluble fiber, that's what it's made from. So you can just pop a couple of those pods off and eat it, and it'll help you to get fiber. But I think I have a plantain growing over here. So plantain is in abundance in pretty much everybody's yard. It's just a common yard weed. So there's tons of them right here.
There's some small plantain.
Yeah, they're babies, but this is the part right here, the seed pod, that you can use for like dietary fiber. So if you have constipation or upset stomach, you can sprinkle that on salads. You can just eat them however you want to, but those definitely help with things moving in the gut. But the leaves have a drawing agent in it, and it's basically nature's first aid. So you can take these, if you get stung by like a wasp or a bee, you can take a leaf of this, chew it up in your mouth, and make a poultice, or if you don't want to put it in your mouth, spit on your hand, crumble it up in there, and kind of like macerate it around so that it makes a poultice. So easy.
So if you have a bee sting or a wasp sting.
Absolutely. And then, crumble it up. I'll show you. And then you just kind of want to work it around in there. And it breaks the volatile oils up, and then just stick it on there and leave it. And if you have a paper towel, cover it up and let it sit, and it's going to pull that stinger out, the venom, anything that you've got in you that's going to, swell up and make you itchy and all of that. Plus, it also helps with the itch of it. It's like first aid ointment. So if you get a cut, a scrape, a bruise, anything like that, you can take the plants, dry them out for a little bit, and make them a blend with an herbal oil. And then
tell them again what the name of this plant is.
This is plantain. There is a broadleaf and a narrowleaf. We have broadleaf here.
This is what I have at my house.
Yeah, and they get really big, and they'll have really beautiful flower stalks come off of them. And these are kind of babies. We may have bigger ones over here too.
Hang on. All right, so I am not an expert forager, but plantain is one of the plants that I can identify because I have actually used that before myself, even though I really didn't know what I was doing.
So there are two types of plantains. We have the broadleaf and the narrowleaf plantain.
So does it have like a stalk that shoots up out of it?
It will have one grow up, and I actually haven't seen this one around this area much, so this is kind of a surprise to me that it's growing here. Broadleaf is the one that we always have, and that's the one that I work with the most.
Just an FYI, we're outside her store. We're just walking around in the yard out here where everybody walks and they cut the grass. I mean, we're just finding medicinal plants that you can find in your yard just about anywhere.
Look what I found. Black walnut. Black walnut is a great parasite cleanser, and you might not believe it, but we have intestinal parasites. You can take the green shell of this and dry it out for a couple of days and make a vodka tincture like I showed you earlier, and take that to clear intestinal parasites. For more tips on what you can find in your own backyard, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. BlueLotusBotanics.com.
Okay, that's going to be a wrap. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here, Surviving in Alabama. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
God bless.